Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. It is the afternoon of the 29th of July. It's almost a week since the 23rd of July, the morning sentencing proceeding that went a lot quicker, in my opinion, than I thought it would. And at that time, Mr. Kohberger was sentenced to the maximum that the court could sentence him to under the plea agreement. July 2nd, 2025, it was announced in open court that Mr. Kohberger was changing his plea from not guilty to guilty. There is a notification on the Ada County webpage, adacounty.id.gov, State versus Brian C. Kohberger, that a request for sealed court documents. The court is in process of reviewing sealed orders and documents, and that all unsealed documents will be placed on the Cases of Interest webpage. If you go to the Cases of Interest webpage as of today, there is nothing new to report. As a matter of fact, the last item that's listed here, motion to extend no contact orders for an additional 99 years, filed July 18th, 2025 by the state of Idaho, is, according to this Idaho Cases of Judicial Interest webpage that you've been going to review the public records in this case, there's a designation, red new tag next to it, even though this is no longer new. It's actually 11 days old at this point. What I also wanted to call your attention to is the case summary page. There were items that were listed as being filed on the 23rd of July that have never been released to the public on the Idaho Cases of Judicial Interest webpage. First, I'd like to call your attention to the very first item at the top of page 106, which is the last page of the case summary page, declaring that the case is closed. But if you go back, you're going to see that there are certain items here of public record. Number one, on the 23rd of July, order to transport defendant directly to the Department of Corrections. That's towards the bottom of page 102. There is a PDF icon next to that. That means it is a public record. It has not been released to the public as of today. Nor have, if you go to the top of page 103, the July 23rd court minutes, public record, July 23rd judgment of conviction and order of commitment, public record, and also exhibit log list, public record. These are all public records. We know it because it has the PDF icon next to it, as opposed to the items just above at the top of page 103 and the bottom of page 102, which is the order modifying, amending no contact orders. There's several of them here. So it appears the court granted the relief that the state was asking for. At this point, we are going to continue to monitor the docket to see if and when we start noting this, what I have called in the past, virtual Mount Everest of documents that have been under seal in this case from the beginning of the case. And in my opinion, that I give pursuant to the First Amendment to the United States Constitution, freedom of speech and of the press, I believe that matters went overboard in sealing items from the public. That I give as my opinion, totally not based on anything more than what we've seen on the record, the filings, the case summary page, which I do invite you to take a look at. If you look at this document from its inception and go forward, you will see literally dozens upon dozens upon dozens of motions to seal, multiple various items, including discovery and orders granting those motions to seal discovery. So we're awaiting for the court to release some discovery from both sides to give the public some formal notice of what this case was all about. Once these items start hitting the docket, or there is any indication that anything has been filed beyond what appears on the docket as of right now, which is the state of Idaho's July 18th, 2025 motion, we will, of course, notify you. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you for joining us today.